Hi everyone, how's it going? In this video, I'm going to show you how you can do vibe coding using ChatGPT. So you have a new a new chat window in ChatGPT, and imagine we are going to create a to-do app, a to-do list app, using JavaScript, plain JS, vanilla JS, with the help of ChatGPT, meaning ChatGPT will do the coding for you. So I'm going to paste here the two prompts, two very simple prompts. So one is create a simple HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to-do list app with add, edit, and delete buttons. And the to-do list items should be saved both in memory and also persistently in local storage, in the browser's local storage. And I'm also gonna write here, write everything in English, because sometimes ChatGPT writes in a language other than English, which is my mother tongue. So I have to make sure it writes everything in plain in English, in actual English. So let's hit send. Yeah. So you can see here, it's creating three separate files. So one for index, another one for styles, another one for JS. And this happens because here, when I did this test before, not showing for some reason. Okay, it wrote everything on a single file. So then I wrote another prompt saying extract the JS code into, so ChatGPT remembers what I did previously. It's writing everything in separate files into a separate app.js file. As you can see here, ChatGPT remembers. And also wrote another prompt saying extracts the CSS code into a separate styles.css file. Okay, so I hit send, and then it wrote these three separate files, because initially it wrote everything on a single file. So the styling was here and all the JS code was here instead of being in a separate file. Okay, so let's copy the index.html. Actually, let's ask him create index.html so you can see how it did before, with CSS and JS all in a single file. It's just out of curiosity, if it happened to you guys, if ChatGPT wrote everything on a single file. There you go. As you can see here, that's what ChatGPT did initially. CSS inside the index.html file, and the app.js, the JS code also inside the index.html file. And I can copy this, train, vibe coding, to JS. Okay. Okay, so Visual Code, open, and code, train, vibe coding to the JS, open, and here new file, index.html, create, paste, and to test this, you can simply go to the folder and just drag and drop to the browser. Okay, so enter a new task, buy flowers, add, edit, and chocolates. It works. Wash my car. Test 1, 2, 3. Delete. Okay. Perfect. It works. Now, then what I did is I wrote those two prompts saying extract, now write index.html file and extract the CSS code into a separate styles.css file and the JS code into an app.js file. And that's what, as you can see here, 3 separate files. Index.html, it calls the styles.css file, and it calls also the app.js file. Copy the index.html file. Let's go to VS Code. And great. And now I'm gonna go back to ChatGPT, create a styles.css file, go back to VS Code, and then the app.js file, paste it, and here you go. As you can see, 3 separate files, and the index.html file calls the styles file, the CSS file, and also the app.js file. So let's go to our browser, refresh, and everything is working perfectly. Nothing changed, but the code is way more organized and segmented. Okay, so buy chocolates, it works. Meditate, it works. Wash my bike, it works. And buy chocolates again, delete, it works. Awesome. And now let's ask ChatGPT to add some color to this interface. Add some color to the interface. Make it more appealing. Let's see what ChatGPT is doing. Okay, so only style.css file changes, your index.html file and app.js file can stay exactly the same. So, as you can see, this is awesome, eh? so many lines of code written in like a super fast, super speed. Wow. If you want like even more like apply, I can also add a small subtitle, add icons. Oh, go ahead and add icons and also go ahead and make all those changes. So now it's going to update the 3 files. So copy, paste, and then let's copy the styles.css file. It's writing a lot of code. Then you can, if you use Codex, you'll see that you can integrate codecs from ChatGPT with VS Code, and it will automatically create the files for you and change the files for you. It's really, really awesome. And we will look into that in the next video, in the future video. Oh, oof, done. CSS file is now gigantic. Copy code, visual code, paste, and now finally the app.js file is being written. With emojis. And this is super fast. I mean, ChatGPT codes like a senior programmer. Awesome. Let's copy app.js file. So all files have been updated. Wow, that is amazing. Look at this. Brand new interface for this to-do list app. Add. Wow. And check mark done. Check mark done. Isn't this amazing? Like some gibberish. Add. Delete. Yes. Deleted. Awesome. Added. Wash my car. Updated. That's amazing. Saved. Super cool. Hope you guys like this lesson, and please like and subscribe our channel. Like this video, subscribe the channel so I can provide lots of more content to you guys. Peace.